Today we gather here to discuss transatlantic relations, and although I think everybody's relieved with the recent announcements, we have also seen that in this 1 year period we are ready for a lot of unpredictability. So we need to still discuss, our plans for different scenarios, because one day one way, the other day again everything could change. So the word for this year has been unpredictability, and this is what we are living through. So right now it's also important to focus back on where the problems really lie, and this is the war in Ukraine that is still going on. We need to focus on our efforts on really stopping this war. We have seen a lot of push for peace and diplomatic efforts for peace, but it has been totally one-sided. We haven't seen any concessions from the Russian side. The opposite. They have increased their attacks on civilian infrastructure in a time when in Ukraine there is very, very hard winter. So, of course, every kind of disagreements that allies have between them, like Europe and America, are just benefiting our adversaries who are looking aside and enjoying the view. So hopefully we are investing in our transatlantic relationship so that it would be stronger to stand up for the threats that are actually there.
Do you think this transatlantic relations now weak as a result of the events of the last week?
The transatlantic relations have definitely taken a big blow over the last week. But I think in this 1 year, we have learned that these relations are not the same as they were. On the European side, we are not willing to junk 80 years of good relations, and we are willing to work for this.
Which is the signal that Europe needs to send to Trump so that he understands that Europe is not for sale?
Well, the signal is strength that we need to send, and our strength comes from unity. When we are ready to act, to defend our values, to defend our interests, I think this is the signal we need to send, both to our adversaries, but as well as to our allies.
Why are you still speaking about the United States as an ally?
Because we are, like I said, Europe is not willing to junk 80 years of good transatlantic relationship because of disagreements. And if you look at, the surveys that have been done also in America, then majority of Americans see Europe as their biggest ally. So I think this is the way it is, and we are willing to invest our time and energy in this.
Will you cooperate with the Board of Peace? Will you work together with the Board of Peace?
In the United Nations Security Council resolution, the Board of Peace was foreseen, but it was for a limited time until 2027, and also, clear path how Palestinians would take over. And that's why we want to work for the peace in Middle East, and we want this Board of Peace to be limited to the UN Security Council resolution as it was foreseen. So if we narrow it down for Gaza, like it was meant to be, then we can also work with it.
What damage has Donald Trump done to the US relations?
Well, like I said, our relationship has definitely taken a blow, and this is enjoyed by Russia and China, mostly if we have disagreements between ourselves. So we want to, really show also America that if they are concerned about Russia and the security threats that come from Russia, we should focus on energy on actually really helping Ukraine so that they are willing to push back Russia. We should put pressure on Russia so that they stop this war. That is what he says. He's concerned about Russia and China. So we are also concerned about Russia and the economic coercion that comes from China. So we need to work together. None of us is strong enough to deal with this alone, and we are willing to work together in unity with the European members, but also in unity with our allies. Thank you very much.